Good morning, dear colleagues, dear friends. Welcome to the panel discussion entitled Delivering on the SDGs by 2030, Leveraging the Beijing Plus 30 Action Agenda for Accelerated Action. It is a great honor to moderate today's session after hearing from the opening remarks from distinguished colleagues who have just left the place. My name is Tulia. I'm the Speaker of the National Assembly of Tanzania, but I also serve as the President of the Interparliamentary Union. So I will be addressing you in both capacities. 30 years after Beijing, as others have said, we must recognize that progress has been made, but also acknowledge that that progress has been uneven, too often fragile, and in some cases is rolling backward. From a parliamentary perspective, since Beijing, women's participation in parliaments has more than doubled, with a global average of 27.2 women in parliament. Yet, we are still far from our goal of reaching parity, 50-50, meaning women and men in parliaments. We are seeing progress per two. And with the resurgence of anti-rights narratives, particularly targeting women and girls, again, women members of parliament and women's rights defenders under attack. Parliamentarians are on the front lines of this reality. Yet, we are the ones who pass laws that can dismantle inequality. We scrutinize budgets to ensure that they serve all people and oversee the institutions tasked with delivering change. At the Interparliamentary Union, we have declared 2025 the year of action for gender equality. Our Achieving Gender Equality Action by Action campaign is mobilizing parliaments to advance gender equality in governance, in laws, and in practice, and ensuring accountability as well. We work closely with the United Nations CEDAW Committee in implementing its General Recommendation 40, which affirms that gender parity in decision-making is not a goal for the distant future, but a legal obligation for today. Our goal should be to build parity in numbers, parity in influence, and a parity culture across all decision-making spaces and at all levels. Only then can we deliver for women and girls in all their diversity. Global partnerships, as crystallized through Generation Equality Forum, we have shown us what is possible when, across sectors, generations, and regions, we come together with urgency and ambition. In today's panel discussion, I hope we will build on the momentum to keep gender equality front and center in our global agenda and bring to life the vision Beijing set forth, a future defined by full equality, shared power, and enduring justice for women and girls everywhere. The time to act, dear colleagues, dear friends, is now, and the world is watching. So now, as you have seen, we are all set for this panel. We have a number of distinguished panelists, and after hearing their presentations, I will open the floor for comments, for observations, and also questions, which will be directed to them. But before proceeding further, allow me, colleagues, to inform you about some organizational arrangements for this discussion that we are going to have. First, you have to note there is no established list of speakers, so that gives a chance for all of you to address us, time allowing. Member states, UN observers, and UN agencies wishing to speak after the panelists' presentations can press the microphone button. Stakeholders who wish to speak are invited to scan the QR code, which is displayed on the screen now, or you can also use the sheets that are on your tables to register your interest to address us. And you can do that now in order to secure your space. Again, this QR code is only for stakeholders. The rest, you will have to press your microphone because we will be able to recognize you. Okay. Now to the panelists. I will begin with Ms. Asel Sasenbayeva, who is the chairperson of the board of the Economic Research Institute in Kazakhstan, to share her thoughts on what actions or priorities the Institute is focusing on to accelerate progress towards the SDGs and the implementation of the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action. And we will also hear from her how these efforts align with the vision of the Beijing Plus 30 Action Agenda in helping to close the gender equality implementation gap.